Yeah, I got a little Instagram suspension on the account, Alex.
Really?
Picked up a little 3-day suspension for posting that loop of that keeper throwing the ball between his legs.
Really?
Did you see that? I posted I recorded my screen, a little 2-second clip of a keeper trying to bring down the ball, and
he drops it
he
through his
throws
legs?
it right between his own legs and makes himself almost the funniest own goal of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Somehow we got busted for that, and I picked up a little 3-day Insta suspension for soccer situations.
That's super funny.
Super funny, right? Everyone posts clips all the time. I've posted a million clips all the time. Just like it seems like random enforcement. Like it's like getting in a speed trap. Like they got me.
They just ran through. You just had bad timing.
Yeah, exactly.
Bad timing. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, so there won't be a lot of Instagram promotional material for this episode leading up to the release. Sorry,
what
folks.
can you do?
We know my social media game is so strong. I don't know how the people are gonna go without
You're
it.
not gonna be able to handle a week without it.
Right? Do I want to grab? I'm gonna get up and grab my iPad. Never mind. I think I forgot my.
Did he forget his iPad as well?
It's okay. I got my notes here. Listen, folks.
Man, we're having a day over here, people.
Alex is very generously saying we. It's been me. I made him turn back to the house en route to recording because I forgot my phone charger. And then we got down here, and I realized I also forgot my headphones and my external hard drive and my brain.
Yeah.
Jeez, crazy.
I did rush him out of the house, though.
He didn't.
We didn't. He wasn't quite ready to leave, and I thought he was ready to leave. So I walked out of the house as if we were going.
That's a tiny bit true, but also I don't think it changed anything.
No, I mean, you still thought you had everything.
I did.
So,
I had pre-packed, and I had missed these items, but thank you for that. It's weird. I honestly thought I was having a good, productive, clear-headed kind of day. I got up really early and went running.
Yeah. I mean, we got here pretty early.
Yeah.
We were, like, on the ball.
I was doing laundry, did some house cleaning. I thought I was on track, but, man, got here, and I'm just questioning everything now.
Just day flipped on its head all of a sudden.
Right?
Maybe it's the Liverpool result finally catching up to you.
Maybe it is, dude. I did take that suspiciously well yesterday.
You took that too well.
I was like, huh, okay. All right.
Yeah, the darkness is just hitting you now. It's throwing you off. What is that haze I feel?
A little foreshadowing. All right, folks. Alex wants to dive into the episode. Let's go.
No.
We're doing monitors free today, so we're going to have to trust that this
hopefully we're
theme song is playing.
Right now.
Soccer situation.
Probably good. Welcome to episode 55 of Soccer Situations. I'm Todd on this side.
I'm Alex.
As Alex over there in the good lighting.
Spent more time on my lighting.
That's probably terrible. Lighting's an issue. Lighting is my focus. That's my next rabbit hole, I think. By next,
lighting.
I mean it's been happening, but I'm still not learning anything.
It's just difficult to figure out.
It's a tough rabbit hole to go down.
It's probably going to be one of those things where you just figure out the one little trick that like lighting people know that you don't know. That's just going to change everything for you.
I think about all the idiot Instagram influencers that have good lighting, and I'm like, there has to be a tutorial video that can break this down for me.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Right?
There's probably a bunch on the talk, dude. You got to just start searching the talk for lighting advice.
Yeah, you're right. Folks, let's break down this episode. This week, Arsenal wear black, but it's Tottenham's funeral. Manchester United's season takes off, while Liverpool's season collapses. And yet, somehow Everton still do worse. Those are the headlines, Alex.
Entertaining headlines this weekend.
Right? Not too bad. Before that, let's talk television, dude. I'm still big time on the cock.
Still big on the cock, huh?
Man, so much, dude. Still watching Homicide: Life on the Streets.
Oh, man, when you were talking about the Munch crossover.
Oh, I was going to say, we haven't talked about it on mic yet.
No, we
Let's
haven't
talk
talked about the Munch crossover.
I had a huge bonding moment with my dad. Well, he wasn't really involved, but basically I noticed myself like a huge step toward evolving into my dad, maybe more so.
Oh, but, yeah, I didn't think about that aspect of this whole situation.
So I've been watching this show, Homicide: Life on the Street, 90s cop show, based on a David Simon novel. in a Law and Order style format. So a network
Yeah.
half-hour cop drama. So it has really intense, good writing, but it's like a easily digestible cop
Yeah,
show,
you just
right?
bang through episodes.
And there's this awesome, funny guy on it that I immediately clocked from Law and Order. It's not like
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, it's a pretty big part of Law
And actually,
Order.
everybody on Homicide is like a guy you clock from another show.
Yeah.
So it didn't really catch my attention. This super guy, funny guy, Richard Belzer, who plays Detective John Munch on the show. This ultra cynical, miserable, funny cop.
Yeah.
That's just like a total nihilist, kind of.
Yeah.
Not unlike Guilfoyle from Silicon Valley. Think Guilfoyle
Ooh,
vibes as
yeah,
a cop.
That's
Yeah.
a good shout.
And anyway, I had noticed he was on, Law and Order as well with my dad's. I don't even want to say favorite show.
Only show.
It's essentially my dad's pastime.
He watches Law and Order or CNN.
Yeah.
Those are the two things he consumes during the day.
Yeah. But anyway, I started liking this guy so much that I Wikipedia'd him and found out that when Homicide is canceled, they actually port the character over to Law and Order.
Unheard of type of thing.
He's
to
playing
do.
the same guy on both shows, Detective
John
John Munch. And I was so excited about this. I actually ran out of my room and I was like, Dad, do you know Detective Munch? And he's like, yeah, he's right there. Because, of course, Dad's watching Law and Order.
Yeah, it's on the TV
Munch
at the
is
moment.
literally in the background.
It plays the same character. I mean, he is the same character.
Yeah, and
The
I
same
explained
nihilist.
that whole situation. And, to me, it was blowing my mind that one character would play himself across two separate shows.
Richard's not going to understand the layers of that.
He's
and
just
why
like,
it's so insane.
Huh.
But
Yeah.
yeah, he's probably like, all right.
Yeah. Pretty
Probably
funny.
Like, I want to watch that Homicide show.
Yeah, he's so in the Law and Order groove that I think even the tonal shift would be too much for him to adjust to.
Yeah.
Even though it's like recognizable guys and the same format.
It would still be a bit much for him.
He
He loves his Law and Order anyway.
The guys are a little more degenerates on Homicide.
Yeah,
You
that's
know.
true.
They're less
It's a
likable.
little more raw.
Yeah, they're very unlikable people. Cops.
Dad would be saying a lot of that asshole.
Right.
Anytime he's upset with anything, he's always like, those assholes.
That's true. People he likes and people he doesn't like.
It's true, actually. Yeah.
his
It's hard to tell.
General description of people.
Yeah. It's so true.
I kind of at that point too, actually.
Yeah, I think maybe it's just being an old man.
Yeah. It's true. Folks, while we got the episode running, we should mention we have Wolves v Newcastle kind of playing in the background here.
Yeah, we're finishing up this match.
Yeah, Wolves currently lead 1-0 in the 72nd minute.
Beautiful goal.
It was a nice goal.
Very funny goal with the cross coming as a nutmeg, then a dummy with a kind of a leaping dummy, and then a beautiful little finish at the back post.
Who doesn't love a dummy?
It was very funny. The double nutmeg off of the dummy was fantastically enjoyable.
The dummy is the funniest move to do to your friend in FIFA.
Yeah.
When you dummy before a goal in
And
FIFA.
it works perfectly. Oh,
That's a throw to the controller kind of move.
It's so frustrating, dude. Yeah, you could tell that the defender bit on that so hard. You could tell he was furious after that. He really bit on it.
Just checking my Zoom level, sorry.
The goal scorer I was commenting on, Mario Lamina.
Mario
I
Lamina.
I'm thinking about how he switched his name on his
Switches.
jerseys, and my brain
He's
broke
tricking
for
you,
a
dude.
minute.
It's like a brain Rubik's Cube.
But now he's Mario Jr. apparently on the back of the kit. I always find it fascinating when players just change their name that they use on their kit randomly from season to season.
Yeah, when it just seemingly comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute. I saw it go by at a glance one time, and I was like, did that say Mario Jr. on his kit now?
There was a moment when it happened in kind of an avalanche because the Premier League actually changed the rule at one point.
I do remember that,
Where
yeah.
you couldn't have your first name on the back of your shirt,
It had
even
to
though
be
it's
your surname.
in South America, it's very common.
Yeah.
And once they changed that rule, a ton of Latin players
Switched
did
it
in like
over.
one fell swoop, you know.
It's true.
But yeah, it is weird
But like a
when
change
it just kind of
once
happens.
you've already had it established is weird.
Yeah, I think Virgil switched to Virgil from Van Dyke when he came from Southampton.
Oh, really?
I think so.
I forgot that-
I'm like
You know what's
90%
funny?
sure he wore Van Dyke on his back at Southampton.
I don't think it ever clicked in my head that he wears Virgil on his kit.
Yeah, it's funny. I specifically noticed because I bought a Virgil kit.
Yeah.
And that's when you think about these kinds of things.
Yeah, but that's so funny to me that like this whole time, obviously I've seen so much of him.
Yeah.
It's never clicked in my head that that's his first name.
Yeah, he wears Virgil on the back of his shirt. Yeah,
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is funny. It's funny. I think I was a little bit disappointed when I bought his shirt. I was like, oh, I got to put Virgil on the back. I think
You wanted to do
Van
Van
Dyke
Dyke?
is powerful.
Van
Although
Dyke is a good name.
these days I have different feelings about the Dutch.
It's true.
Maybe
you might appreciate the Virgil.
I don't
now.
know if I love the aesthetic of Van Dyke as much anymore. Your Virgil, it's a
he's
little
been
more
scarred.
vague. Yeah,
It's been a little scarred.
it's funny stuff, dude. So y'all hosted some puppies at Littlefoot this week, right?
Oh yeah, Pups and Cups at Littlefoot this weekend.
How'd that go?
We're basking in the post glory here at Littlefoot of a dog bonanza. It was awesome. It was a good crowd. Yeah, like a bunch of good vendors. We had a couple dogs that were available for adoption that they were showing off. Super cute 6-month-old like beagle that I was very, very tempted to try and adopt.
We're gonna get that beagle.
Oh yeah, we want that beagle. Richard's a beagle guy. He would love a beagle. He would freak out.
If we brought that dog home, it would shave 10 years off of his life. I mean, his age, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, banger.
Whoa, goal alert.
We just had a screamer,
Beep, beep,
about a
beep, beep, beep.
25-yard screamer from who
Fabian
was that?
Schar.
Fabian Schar.
Making up for the fact that he fell for the dummy.
Oh, was that him that got dummy?
Yeah, he got dummied hard.
Look at that.
Now he made up for it with a banger.
Back with a screamer, dude. Wolves won. Newcastle won.
Look at that. You know what?
75th minute.
Like those Newcastle kids too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gonna say it. What a
absolutely.
kid.
Yeah.
What a kid that is.
To tell you the truth, I'm a little bit salty about I don't post a lot of Newcastle content on the socials.
Yeah.
Because of the Saudi connection.
Exactly. Yeah.
But they had nice kids.
They have really nice kids.
Oh, I hate how they have a blatant Saudi green kit every year. That's what
yeah. The
really
fact
drives
that they
me
have a
nuts.
Saudi flag kit every season now.
It's so.
It is so blatant and annoying.
Did that take a
What
deflection,
it
or was
did
that
take
a
a
really
deflection.
good hit?
No, I took a deflection. Pretty heavy deflection, I think, off of Dawson's head. He basically flicked it up over the keeper. Bonk.
Unlucky.
Yeah, great finish. Right in the top corner.
I'm a little disappointed. I thought that was a screamer. But
Me
it
too,
was,
me too. Still-
yeah,
still a
right-
decent
right in
hit.
the top corner.
Hilarious. Oh, not a good shot either. Of the balding head.
I was gonna
the
say
sweaty
the
balding head
aging
rub
defender,
afterward.
just like
How many times do you see that shot a season?
that was
from-
tough, dude.
Yeah. Unlucky.
Do Wolves have a W on the board yet this season? We don't
You
have to
know,
look that up.
Yeah, I'm not quite
but
sure.
Got a W? I don't know
I feel
about.
like they've had a rough start.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think they had a tough start though, like as far as teams they've played too.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's not all their fault, I don't think. What were we talking about? Oh, Pups and Cups.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Doggos.
talking about adopting dogs. Yeah, no, it was a good event. We had there was a dog groomer. There was someone taking like photos, like portraits of dogs. I think everybody was real busy. I think everybody had like a good amount of customers come through and buy stuff, and there was about 50 dogs at least.
You know what?
All different types of dogs coming through.
50 dogs?
Like throughout the day.
Sure, that's
you
still
know,
a good amount of
It
dogs.
was a lot of dogs, man.
Cool.
And some people had multiple dogs with them, you know.
That's what you want, multiple dogs.
Yeah, no, it was really a dog fest. It was amazing. I was working the cash register. We put everything in line with the garage doors because we couldn't have the dogs inside.
Okay.
But the dogs kept coming up to the register thing and popping under the table because they just want to go right in. So I kept getting little dogs popping up underneath. I could get a couple pets in real quick.
That's amazing.
It was great. I was like, oh, I wish we were like this every day.
Yeah. Like little mole holes and dog
Yeah,
head
little
pops
dog
out
head
of it.
popping in. Like, several
stuff,
times I had
dude.
to walk out from behind the bar to go pet some dogs.
Yeah.
Just
Awesome
couldn't
stuff.
resist it.
That's cool.
No, it was good. Good event. And it raised money for the Pleasant Hearts food pantry for dogs
Excellent stuff.
and cats.
They better be feeding
They
cats.
help all the
too.
animals.
Better be feeding those cats. Cool, man. That's
Yeah.
great stuff.
It's good stuff.
You know, we're well into the season, but believe it or not, we got some kit news this week.
I know, right?
Weird kit news. Well, City have dropped their 4th kit of the year.
Yeah,
Was
it's official.
Was PSG the first team to do 4 kits? I think they
I think
were.
they
a few
were
years
with
ago.
like the Jumpman kit. Was
Yeah,
that
I think
like that?
Jumpman was the first 4th kit, wasn't
Okay,
it?
I think it was.
That's a good shout. Anyway, City have dropped their Oasis. Do they call it the Gallagher kit?
I couldn't.
I
I
don't know
don't
what the
remember. I
official
remember
name
seeing.
is.
I've seen it talked about a lot.
But
this
it
week,
is
but
the Oasis reunion themed, definitely maybe anniversary themed.
Yeah,
Very light and breezy, summery looking kit. What do you think?
I kind of like it.
Man, once I saw it in full detail,
Yeah.
I really like the general shading and detail, like on
Yeah.
and the general like it is just super breezy, like I said.
Yeah, it's a nice kit. They
Yeah.
did a good job.
You know,
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
You know what
City
Yeah.
have that kit. But
Obviously, it's a play on the album title, but I fucking hate that it says Definitely City on the back, because just given the circumstances of them winning the league every fucking year,
Yeah,
like that
right.
it says Definitely. I have literally depicted this team as the monolith from 2001 on our social media.
It's true.
And when I see Definitely City, even though I know that's not what they're going for at all, I'm just like,
yeah, it's maddening.
it makes
dude.
me upset.
It's so maddening. That club makes me so mad.
Right. Yeah. Oasis kit. Dude.
Oasis kit
It
looks good.
I can't believe it took this long, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly.
You know?
Also, I'm kind of, as much as I'm like, capitalism's kind of the enemy at times. Also, I'm all for a fourth kit. If they're gonna start dropping fourth kits all the time,
If they're gonna be cool,
if they're gonna start throwing like wild fourth kits out there as just like a sales piece, basically.
does
I'm into
Arsenal
it.
have a cool like celebrity that they would do a fourth kit with?
I mean, they have a lot. We could do one with Kim K.
Kim K.
Kim K's kids.
Skims fourth kit.
Oh, a Skims fourth kit would be sick. Yeah, Kim K's kids are Arsenal fans. They're at the stadium all the time. Uh-oh. Another goal alert. Newcastle taking the lead.
Look at that, Newcastle jumping out front.
2-1, coming back from being down 1-0 at half.
Yeah, 2 goals in 5 minutes. Come on, Wolves.
Put
Yeah,
it
Kim
together.
K. That's pretty good.
Kim K would be a good one.
Liverpool would have to do like pop star. Yeah, Dua Lipa comes to mind, but I think
Dua Lipa would be fire.
in terms of Liverpool fans, I think it'd be cool to do like a Daniel Craig 007 kit.
Ooh,
Daniel Craig's
Daniel
a
Craig's a big
true
Liverpool guy.
blue Liverpool guy.
Yeah.
And you
What
could
if we
do
did a Bobby Lee Arsenal
Bobby
kit?
Lee Arsenal kit, dude.
I just want this face from this shirt
Yeah.
on like the front of an Arsenal
You
kit.
know, I've like weirdly gotten back into Tiger Belly just recently.
Oh, yeah?
Because I've just been putting the algorithm has put a couple of episodes. Oof, now that's a nice
What a
goal.
hit that was.
That no deflection there.
Yeah,
that's
no.
a lovely goal. But yeah, the algo has dropped a couple of episodes
Damn.
with like really interesting guests that I'm like,
Yeah.
like that's gonna be a weird dynamic. I'm gonna watch that. And
That is kind of the best part of that show is the weird dynamic
Yeah.
with Kalila, Bobby, and
Yeah.
whoever the guest is.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of who was the really hot guy that was on there. And Kalila was talking. Oh, it was Sung. What is his fucking name from Tokyo Drift? Sung Kim? Sung Kang.
Yeah.
Sung Kang was
He
on
was on?
there. Apparently, he's like one of Bobby's oldest friends.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that.
I didn't
dude.
know that.
Bobby should have been in Tokyo Drift.
Oh my god. Bobby should be in way more stuff.
But Sung,
Even in, like,
Sung
little
Kang
parts.
is without a doubt the coolest Asian.
Yeah.
Um,
Bobby is friends with all the cool Asians.
Yeah.
He's definitely like. I think they all. It's funny because they're all way younger than him.
Uh-huh.
I think all the Asians on this podcast is like they all consider Bobby like the king of the Asians in Hollywood.
But not this guy. I'm
Yeah.
talking. You know who I'm talking about? The guy that plays Han, right?
Yeah,
In Tokyo
yeah,
Drift.
yeah.
He's old like Bobby.
That's true. Yeah.
He
I forget he's Bobby's
He was
age.
doing Asian indie movies like in the 90s. He did a movie called be able to think of it. A Better Tomorrow? I can't think. I might be mixing it up with another one. But anyway, really, really cool like indie flick then. But anyway, he's basically always literally been like the James Dean of the Asians.
Really?
He's like cool. He wears leather jackets.
That's
He's
funny.
like always.
I mean, he is a cool dude.
Smokes and like looks. He has like Brad Pitt coolness.
He
you know?
does, right?
No, he's like a cool dude for sure, dude. But anyway,
That's a
I
good
saw
call.
him on Tiger Belly, and I was like, "Oh, sweet, dude, Han's on Tiger Belly." And of course, Bobby had a fucking replica of Han's RX-7 on the table.
Nice.
But Kalila was all like getting it, talking about her hair products to him.
Really?
You could see Bobby getting fired up, dude. It's really
Hilarious.
It was super funny.
Oh man.
And then this other random actor, I think his name is like Robert Durand, who you would
Robert
recognize
Durand.
if you saw him.
Yeah, if I
was
saw
on
his
like a
face.
most recent episode. A guy that I've seen in so much stuff that I really like.
Yeah.
And him and Bobby are really old friends. And I'm like, man, Bobby Lee is an interesting guy, dude.
He has a wide array of like friends in Hollywood. And,
Yeah.
like, in the comedy scene and
Yeah.
acting world.
He does.
Because he truly is one of those actors who has stuck. He's a diehard stand-up, but he loves acting,
Yeah.
and he'll act in like anything. He'll
Yeah.
act in all kinds of little parts and fun things.
That's true.
It's awesome.
I got really off track there.
That's all right. That's all right. I don't even, how did we get there?
Well,
Who
look,
knows?
we wanted to have pot of the week, right, as a segment. There we go, Tiger Belly. Boom, pot of the week.
Tiger Belly. Ooh, look at that, and very fitting. Wearing a Tiger Belly shirt, for God's sakes.
So did that goal get called back? Oh, no.
No,
that was
in.
the second
It's
goal.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we
Actual
go.
banger
Perfect.
that
Look at
time.
Alex with the promotional consideration.
Tiger Belly.
Good job.
Got my Tiger Belly sticking through it too. Look at that.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. I've been working out so much to the point like I feel really good about it. Like I've been running at least 5 days a week.
Nice.
Mostly 6 days. Like taking a day off annoys me now. I'm back in the groove.
Yeah,
You know what
because
I mean?
you're gonna feel it worse if you take a day off,
Well,
pretty
even
much,
like
or
my
lose
running
it a
regimen,
bit.
now that I'm back on the Nike app, it'll tell you to take days off.
Oh, yeah.
Usually after
Gotta
you
have
have
rest
like a
days.
speed day where you're doing sprints or intervals, you
Yeah,
know, and
yeah.
a high intensity day, you have a rest day usually after that. And it annoys me when I wake up and I'm like, I don't have a run today. But despite that, I'm still fat as fuck, dude, because I'm living with Dad, and there's just
You're living in
nothing
Snacktown,
but
dude.
Snacktown, USA, dude. Snacktown, USA.
Oh, dude, I've been snacking like
I
crazy.
can't drop it, dude. And I'm in my 40s now. I know it's such a cliche, dude, but getting rid of a belly, dude, when you're middle aged is impossible, dude.
Yeah. I still like I can like drop a little bit of weight quickly if I actually cut back and stop eating. Like stop eating like I do.
Sure.
But it's still, it's getting harder and harder.
Food is so good,
Treats
dude.
are so good.
Just wait, I'm gonna get out to LA and I'm gonna be in the land of produce and sunshine.
Sure, dude.
I'm
You're gonna be all fit.
Dude, I'm gonna melt my meat coat just like everyone does when they move out there from Chicago, dude. Like you don't see someone for 3 months and you see him again and they look noticeably different.
Huh.
I'm bluffing, dude. If I don't live up to that now, I'm saying this
It's
on
gonna be
camera.
hilarious.
It's gonna be brutal, dude. I'm like, yeah, but I moved right next to this taco stand.
Yeah, but they're also, you guys forget there's a lot of good food out here.
Yeah. I watched a YouTube video that said LA has more than 5,000 Mexican restaurants. 5,000.
5,000.
That's true too.
Good reference.
Actually.
Yeah, I mean, you got to work your way through those. Then you can start to shed it after you get through 5,000 taco trucks.
Gotta take a little tour of the town first.
I mean, yeah.
What am I gonna do? Not
Explore
take a tour
what
of
they
the
have.
town. Back to kit news.
Oh, yeah, back to soccer.
Yeah, Liverpool had
Sneaking some Adidas stuff out there.
the very reliable footy headlines. Who normally this leak, the first wave leak is just the colorways, right?
Yeah.
The colorways tend to leak in like February or January or so. But with a manufacturing change, apparently your line of thought that when a manufacturing change comes, you get less leaks.
Yeah, apparently
is
not.
backwards.
Apparently, they get more leaks.
In the jump from Liverpool or from Nike to Adidas, yeah, we're getting leaks early,
yeah, the kits are
like a
out.
year out.
Yeah, and they look, probably pretty legit.
They're coming from footy headlines and looking at those colorways. I'm like, this absolutely makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a lineup Adidas has done for us in the past.
Yeah,
Really
pretty
traditional
classy,
home
traditional
shirt.
stuff.
Essentially white. This one looks like it's
Bringing
like
back the
off-white
old
away.
Adidas logo.
Yeah. It looks like for the third is how they have it mocked up. The third's going to be green.
Yeah,
So white
yeah.
away with red trim, which looks classy.
Very
and
classy.
then the third is green with black trim. That exact lineup has happened from Adidas to Liverpool before.
That's true.
And
it looked familiar. The green definitely looked familiar for
Yeah.
Liverpool.
Yep. I have a green Torres shirt with black trim, and that same year we had white with red trim for our away shirt.
There you go.
Yeah, it's the same lineup, which is a classic lineup. It's funny because that leak, there was even a statement that was like fans are gonna like the colorways.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is like those three colorways are the tradition. Like,
Those are the ones that fans
gimmies.
like the most. Yeah, those are like the classics. That's what they want, really.
Also of note, they seem very confident that each shirt is going to have a different crest. The home shirt is going
Interesting.
to have the bird as it stands.
Okay.
The away shirt looks like it's going to have one of the 60s era shields.
Oh.
And the third shirt is going to have the 80s era with like the banner and shield, the bird.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's actually a fun idea.
If that ends up being true, yeah, it is pretty cool.
Yeah, you don't see that very often.
So, yeah, Liverpool back to Adidas next year. It's looking more and more official and exciting. Although the fact that Liverpool have never really had the coolest kit manufacturer, and the fact that we've been shitting on Adidas kits in this season, it makes me think the tide is going to turn again. We're going to get Adidas, and then Nike's everything. The coolness is going to come back to Nike.
Yep.
And everyone's going to have sick ass Nike shirts, and I'm going to be like, and we're going to have Adidas template
Damn
stuff.
it, we're back on Adidas.
And I'm going to be jealous of like Arsenal's amazing new Nike
They
stuff.
get switched over to Nike. Yeah.
Liverpool are always
rule it out.
behind on fashion. Always, dude. We never have the coolest stuff.
They're like, man, Adidas is doing so great. They've been working on that deal for like 2 years. And then suddenly Adidas shits the bed, and all of a sudden you guys got the deal locked up.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, dude. You wait, we're going to get headlines.
You guys better not jinx Adidas, all right? I think we still have a decent amount of contract left with them.
Next year, you're going to start seeing headlines. Adidas to massively scale back their football spending and creative development. I'm just going to be like, God damn it,
Nothing but
dude.
template kits from here on out.
Exactly.
Oh,
we're going to do
nice goal.
like an MLS style contract where every team gets the same shirt.
It's same shirt, just in different colors.
Yeah, speaking of which, there's more kit news that I didn't have on the agenda but had posted.
you got?
The Aston Villa third that had dropped.
Oh, yeah.
That's blue with silver trim. It looks very MLS template.
It does, yeah.
But nice.
But it looks
otherwise.
good still.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you said that, I was like, oh yeah, you nailed it. It does look like an MLS kit.
Yeah.
But it's also, yeah, like you said, the colors are good.
It is.
It's a nice shade of blue.
Anyway, that was before I got suspended from Instagram.
Yeah, now we can't talk about that anymore.
Great stuff. Should we get on to the football?
We can talk a little football.
Should we wait for this game to wrap up?
Watch the last
Let's shoot
minute?
the shit and just let this game wrap up, and then we'll get on to the other scores.
Yeah.
How about that?
That
We're in the
sounds
90th minute here, folks. Newcastle
Newcastle.
got a player down.
Doing a little time wasting here, doing some stretching.
This seems like a good time to shout out Liverpool Coffee.
Liverpool coffee.
Littlefoot Coffee.
Littlefoot coffee. Look at that. Speaking of dog day,
Driving
check
down
out
here.
check out that cute dog sticker.
On the way down, Alex was like, "Do you want a Red Bull?" And I was like, "Alex, I'd like a refreshing Littlefoot cold brew instead, if you don't mind."
Don't you tell people that I suggested Red Bull. I'm the pusher of this coffee.
Alex is like, "You don't want gross coffee, right? You want a Red Bull
You just want
instead?"
Red Bull instead. Don't want delicious Red Bull, right?
Littlefootcoffee.com.
Check it out. Come by, get a drink. These tasty drinks right here. You could have one of your own if you're in the Grand Rapids area.
This ad read is not going to go into my digital resume for podcast production.
No, this is a bad
This is
ad
not a
read.
very punctual.
This is an early Matt and Shane's ad read right
exactly.
here that we're
Oh
giving.
man, remember their super low effort ad reads?
Dude, I've been going back through the old pods occasionally, just like listening to them in the
Yeah.
background while I'm doing stuff.
Yeah.
And some of those episodes, I'm just like, holy shit, they started out. I mean, they're still pretty low effort, but they were so low effort in the early days.
Yeah, when you first turned me on to them, I was like, I cannot believe these advertisers aren't pulling their sponsorships, dude.
Yeah, because they're so bad at it.
There was zero effort at all to read those ads with any kind of enthusiasm.
The podcast
or, like,
that then climbed within a few years to the number one podcast on Patreon.
Yeah.
Was losing ads because they couldn't do ad reads.
It's, far and away Alex's favorite podcast. I think at least at the
It's the
time
best, yeah.
when we were firing up soccer situations, I remember being concerned. Like, now, Alex, you know we're gonna have to put in a little more effort.
No,
than
I want
Shane
a couch,
Gillis.
and I want to just I want to lay down and hold my mic like this.
Yeah,
Then talk like that.
we could do like
We're not that
We
funny.
could do the Patreon Todd and Alex podcast, Todd and Alex secret podcast.
That's true. We could
that
do a
where we just
version.
lay on a couch and don't. But no, it would not be entertaining. Dude.
No, we're not that funny.
Nobody else can get away with that except for those guys.
No,
because
yeah.
Shane is extremely funny and Matt is just a maniac.
And Matt will throw out a curveball after curveball, and Shane just laughs and makes jokes about all of them.
Yes, exactly.
It's a combo that can't be repeated by many.
Oh, what a
Oh,
goal
my.
that would have been!
I really hope the camera just caught my face in live reacting to that volley because that was insane.
Yeah, that was absolutely insane.
Oh God, I wish that would have went in.
This dude swings his leg like that Zidane volley, kind of. Not as far out, but
What a hit!
his leg is like shoulder height. He swings it like a baseball bat. Just bam.
Good save.
Good save. Yeah.
Frustrating. Good save.
In the 93rd minute, that would have been the
Wolves
equalizer.
pushing though here for an equalizer.
Yeah. Let's see.
High pressure.
Come on,
by
Wolves. Make it worth it. Make it worth us staying live on the pod here.
Look for a penalty. Come on. This dude. Is that what's his name?
Yeah, that chaos agent. His name Munchausen by proxy.
Munchausen by proxy.
Mascara.
Mascara. Dude, that dude drives me insane.
Yeah, his first two matches, dude, of the season, we were like, this guy's gonna be a problem, dude.
Yeah, big time.
He was like out to break legs.
I mean,
man.
against Arsenal, he was literally, I thought he was for sure he was gonna hurt somebody.
Yeah, he was
He's a maniac.
absolute chaos. I haven't watched Wolves closely enough, but to see if he
forget about
dialed
him.
it back.
I know, right?
Right?
It's a miracle that he hasn't had a long suspension yet for a
sure.
red card.
100%. He should have seen red on day one.
Yeah, he should have. Wolves got some decent pressure going here, though.
They sure do.
They look confident.
Oh.
Ooh.
Should we call the game?
Call the game, do some
Color
commentary.
I get color. You have to do the play-by-play.
Oh, God, play-by-play? I can't even. I got to remember all the player names. Who is that? As I'm thinking about, I'm like, who's Forbes? I don't even know who this guy is.
This match of all would be a tough one. Wolves, man, hey, they have a lot of turnover, but they're also so mid that you're like, don't give a fuck about them. But, man, what a hit that was.
Adjacent to Wolves in some way, I thought it was really nice to see Smith Rowe assisting Jimenez in that Fulham game.
And see, I think I sent that to you.
You might have sent it to me,
but I every Smith Rowe contribution I'll probably send to you this season. Every time I see him do something good, I'm like, oh, Alex needs to see this.
Especially today when we were talking about our need for a number 10.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there he is.
Yeah,
playing for Fulham. That's fine.
By the way, this is boring, this part of the pod.
Just cut it out or something.
I'll just cut it out.
We gotta get rid of it.
There's like 10 minutes of dead air of us just watching football. Dead air. If y'all haven't seen the Always Sunny episode, the podcast episode, just watch it.
You gotta watch it. It's so good. So I understand there's some wars happening out there. And the U.S. is involved in these wars? I'm like trying to be serious about the news is so funny.
Oh, man.
Where's he coming from?
Honestly. Was he running out to do a flip throw?
Dude. That's good. It's so funny he got booked for that. Instead of getting like a ball from the sideline, he ran like way down in the tunnel to get
the ball down the tunnel.
Just to waste a little bit of time. Ref was onto him, though.
These refs, man.
These refs love giving yellow cards, dude, for what time wasting right now.
Right?
We'll come on to that in a little bit.
Yeah, I had some notes there.
Goddamn refs. Boom, boom, boom. That's a pretty funny one, though. You know, there's not really like a tunnel that close to the pitch very often in many of these stadiums. You don't really see that where a ball rolls like way away from the pitch like that. And the player even has the ability to run after it. Like
True. I wonder if all the away fans sing that funny song now. What player was it that said the town is shit? Wolverhampton? Was it Madueke?
Yeah, it was Madueke. Yeah.
So funny, dude.
Oh, come on, Wolves.
I mean, it was like, what's his name? Noni? Is that what they call him, Madueke?
I think so, yeah.
Noni's right, your town is shite.
Yeah.
Like, to sing that and just still sing Noni, even if you're not a Chelsea fan.
It's still hilarious.
To go there like as a, as a Newcastle fan. If they're there singing that right now.
They should be.
Yeah. But,
come on, Lamina, get that back in
I guess I shouldn't make fun of Wolves. I get really defensive when people say Detroit is shit.
Yeah, right.
Or like Chicago was like a national punchline for the whole Trump administration era. Yeah, damn.
It's true. That is true. Man. Oh, offside anyway. Damn.
This should just about wrap it up for Newcastle, folks.
Yep, about 30 seconds to run off.
A little 2-goal turnaround in a 5-minute window there.
Not bad. Big result for Newcastle away.
Eddie Howe got mad, switched it up, dude.
He did. Triple sub.
Got the dub. You love
I like it. I like a manager that does that shit.
Yeah,
it's
you
just
like,
you know what?
Take the game by the reins.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing here. We're changing this shit. Man, Dawson, what a bad game for him, huh? He flicked one of the balls into his own goal, and then he blocks his teammate's chance at the end.
Frustrating stuff.
Good win for Newcastle, I guess.
Yeah, that's a wrap. Let's just call that a win for Newcastle. And with that, let's get on to the football, Alex.
Talk. Football.
First headline of the week, we had the North London Derby, Tottenham hosting Arsenal. For Arsenal fans, Alex, this was really a derby of persecution, wasn't it?
It certainly was.
You lost Declan Rice to a power-mad referee the week before. You lost Martin Odegaard to an excess of international play.
Yep.
A little injury. And on top of that, you're forced to wear your away kit by the league in a derby for the first time.
A bizarre decision.
Choosing to believe that red clashes with white.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything was against you,
It was
Alex.
the talk of that. It's funny how that was, and maybe it shows that the game kind of started off maybe not that interesting or not the most interesting early, but they would not stop talking about the kit issue. Yeah. I think Lee Dixon was really bugged by it.
we make fun of English dinosaurs a lot on this
Yeah.
show. This show is kind of existing to be the anti-English dinosaur, but sometimes they're funny. Just like sometimes Trump is funny. He said Kung Flu. That's hilarious.
Yeah, he says some funny things sometimes. all right?
And
He's
the
not a good
dinosaurs
person.
get it right sometimes. When they talk about a tradition, like both teams having their home shirts on in this like heated fixture
Yeah.
throughout all time, and this Arsenal kit is no different. It's a
standard
Bones
Arsenal kit.
Standard Arsenal kit.
Red with white sleeves.
Yeah,
it always
they
is.
just decided to ruin the fun.
Yeah.
Make you all wear black.
And we were laughing too. I was saying, and I think they mentioned something similar in the broadcast after I said it. Was Tottenham was wearing their sleeves are dark blue, and they have a dark blue stripe down the side, so it looks more black than it would white from that side. So doesn't make any sense that it would clash.
Yeah, it's funny. You had texted me that, and then the commentator a minute later said the same thing.
Yeah, it was
Ironically, Tottenham's underarms are blue.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, this is unbelievable. It doesn't make any sense,
Yeah, pretty silly stuff, dude.
but didn't matter in the end.
But yeah, Arsenal seemed to have really pissed somebody off, dude.
Yeah, what's happening?
These refs, we were talking about the refs blowing for time wasting, and let's talk about this Saliba.
Saliba getting booked early in a huge game
For picking up the ball after a stoppage.
Yeah.
Yeah, man,
An emotion that we've seen from players, like you said, you've probably seen multiple times this weekend watching matches yesterday.
we're going on, we'll talk about Liverpool Forest in a minute here, but that Forest's gameplay was stopping the game.
Yeah.
And I saw a lot of players on both sides in that match pick
Yeah.
up the ball after a foul was whistled.
Yeah, you blow the foul and you
carry it
disagree
away
with
a
it, so
little
you
bit.
pick it up
Yeah.
like out of frustration
Yeah.
and walk away a little
Pick it up,
bit.
take a few steps back, toss
And
it,
throw it
back.
behind you.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
that
Happens all the time.
Arsenal are getting called on some petty shit, dude. I feel like Mikel slept with the ref's wife or something.
I was gonna say, I
dude.
do feel like it does kind of feel at moments that there's a bit of an agenda against the Arsenal boys right now.
Dude, they had challenged the Rice suspension.
Yep.
And the committee came back and said by the letter of the law it was right to send
It was
him off.
right. Yeah.
It's like, have you seen that movie Rebel Ridge on Netflix right now?
Oh no.
This is another. This is a pop culture talking point. We could have
Nice.
thrown this in casual corner. New Netflix movie called Rebel Ridge. It's about civil forfeiture. How
Okay.
cops can just take anything.
Yeah.
If they say they're suspicious about something, they can steal all
They
your
can just
shit
take it.
legally.
Yeah.
Yeah. In this movie, this guy is in I think Louisiana, and he's riding with a backpack full of cash. He's on his bike to bail out his cousin.
Okay.
And these cops swipe him, take him off the road, and they steal his cash. This is he's a big black guy, and these cops are racist, and they steal all his
course.
money. And anyway, his cousin is gonna get transferred that day, and he's gonna get killed in jail if he doesn't get the money. So he's got to go get.
So
the
he's
money
got to
back.
get the money quick.
Yeah. It's a pretty awesome movie, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an intense storyline.
Yeah. It kind of plays out more like a slow burn action movie. It's
Yeah.
not. It's pretty good.
Okay.
It kind of plays out like Rambo, actually.
Oh yeah.
Or like the first Rambo, where he's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
back and like the local police are harassing him. You know,
yeah.
and he's
it
got
kinda
like
starts
PTSD.
off just kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more like that. Like he's real quiet, and he's like, I don't want to do this. But he's like, fuck you up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Classic Rambo.
Yeah, it's a sick movie, dude.
All right.
And it's just like this Arsenal situation where like, he is like doing everything like by the letter of the law
Yeah,
as much
just
as he can,
being
but like
as
these
good
cops
as he can.
always have some little fucking loophole, and they can like punish him this way and that way, and they can do this to him and that.
Yeah.
And like they always have like some little fucking
Like a little
loophole
petty
that they
poke
can,
that they can
yeah.
do to get you.
Yeah, exactly.
Some little way to get you and screw you in the end somehow.
Yeah, dude. If they want to, they'll find some letter of the law that they can just,
Yeah.
like technically his ankle brushed that ball. He kicked it away. He's
true.
suspended,
It's the rules.
It's just like that.
You can't delay the game.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm ranting about Rebel Ridge. You're supposed to be talking about Arsenal.
Oh no! I mean, yeah, that was a pretty classic derby game. Like kind of scrappy.
Yeah.
Got a little feisty at points. Wasn't exactly the prettiest game in the world.
It was not the prettiest game. I actually didn't think it was as ugly as it could have been either, to be honest.
No, for sure.
Given the personnel that Arsenal were missing.
Yeah.
Arsenal were missing the
heart of our
personnel
midfield was
that
gone.
stop it from being ugly, right?
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
engine room, the kind of flow,
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. We're missing Rice and Odegaard, two major pieces of our team.
Yeah.
I thought Trossard did well in that position, though,
Yeah.
filling in. Trossard, I love Trossard.
He did. It's such an odd position to see him in at first.
Right.
Literally, there was a moment where I was like, "Who's number 20 again?"
You
Because
forget.
he's in midfield.
What is he doing in there?
Oh, that's Trossard.
yeah, he's just hanging out in there now.
Okay.
He looked good in there, though. It's definitely not my favorite role for him, but he looked solid in there.
Right on.
I think I was curious. I was thinking about it at one point in the match. I was like, I wonder if we're lacking Odegaard's presence, though, a lot more than people realize. Not just his attack going forward, but the fact that he is the one who triggers the press.
Sure.
He's the one who sets the tone up front, like when we don't have the ball. And I feel like that's such a huge role that Trossard's just not used to doing. He can fill in for like the attacking of responsibilities, but like the way Odegaard controls the midfield, I think is super important. And I think that was definitely lacking today.
Yeah, some players are so hard to replace, dude.
Yeah. So hopefully, I mean, I don't think he's going to be back for City away either, which sucks. Really bad. Stupid international breaks.
Yeah, that's tough stuff, dude. International break, taking out your captain.
Yeah.
And then playing Tottenham City right after that.
Yeah, I also mentioned, too, the commentators didn't mention this almost. I think he came up toward the end of the game. But the fact that Calafiori was also hurt on an international break and didn't play.
Right, and that was almost swept under the rug a little bit.
Yeah, they didn't mention him. Literally, I swear, until like the 85th minute or something, they mentioned him not being available. But it's like, that is a huge piece. I know he's new and they still maybe not proven in the league yet.
Yeah.
But he's a player that could have filled many roles in that team that we could have used. Yeah, so that was another huge loss. I mean, our bench was all like 17, 18-year-old kids.
Right.
It's pretty weird to see at the beginning of the season like this.
Yeah, but you rolled into Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and
Walked out with a win.
And walked out with a 1-0. What do you want? And then 1-0 away at Tottenham.
1-0 away to Tottenham is pretty satisfying. And a big center back getting a classic corner goal.
Yes. What a good header that was. We should mention
Great
that.
header.
That was I love a bullet header.
Yeah.
Real simple one, dead on.
Just dead center of the box, just bam.
Yeah, so much it actually goes like through the keeper pretty much.
Yeah, the keeper was flapping at it because it came at him so quick he wasn't able to react.
Exactly. Very satisfying.
Super satisfying goal. And I love Gabriel. Gabriel is always Captain Passion. He goes nuts when he scores.
Yeah,
or when he does anything. When he clears the ball.
Captain
when he does
Passion is funny.
He goes nuts.
When you scored that, they mentioned that the Arsenal fans were celebrating almost at the award of the corner, like it was already a goal.
Yeah.
And from then on, they talked a lot about Manchester City have Holland, Arsenal have set pieces. I didn't realize that Arsenal set pieces were such a storyline this year. Has it been?
They were last year. Yeah,
Okay.
we were like the best set piece team. I think we scored 22 or 23 goals off of corners.
Got it.
From set pieces.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we were super deadly on set pieces last season.
Okay, that's the vibe, huh?
Yeah. Apparently, our set piece coach is a genius.
Okay.
So
good to know.
And yeah, I mean, we have height. We have a lot of height now, which is kind of weird for an Arsenal team.
Yeah, I remember when we went through that. We became a big team.
Suddenly we're a big team. We're like, whoa, this is weird.
Strange when a
We
team.
have two massive center backs who are good at heading the ball, and then Havertz is good at it. Yeah, it's interesting.
Cool.
I thought Urian Timber was awesome as well.
He was good.
I was super
really
happy.
good.
I think this was the moment where I was like relieved that I was like, okay, Timber's he's fine coming back from his injury.
Yeah.
I was like, I needed a moment with him to be like, okay, he can be as good as we thought he could be when he showed up in preseason.
Yeah, he looked very good, dude. You don't think he should have been sent off though for that horrible challenge?
God damn it, Todd. That challenge. I forgot about that challenge. I didn't put that down on my notes.
I hadn't seen your text right away, but I thought exactly what you thought. You're like, am I taking crazy pills or was that not a bad challenge at all?
Even like Lee Dixon and stuff was saying it was terrible. I was like, dude, I don't even think it was a foul.
Pedro
almost.
Porro rolled around, classic, like over the top, like
rolling around, holding his
and
ankle like it was a leg breaker.
He sold it to the broadcast booth, dude. He sold it to everybody.
Yeah.
Everyone in the stadium was convinced his leg was broken. A scuffle broke out. His teammates were convinced it was a serious.
The keeper went after Timber.
There was nothing in it, dude.
No, he literally stepped on top of the ball. His foot slipped off the other side of the ball onto like the ground and brushed Porro on the way down.
Yeah, there was. It probably was literally not even painful.
I literally watched it so many times and listening to the comment, I was like stunned by it. I was like, what are they talking about right now?
It was like an old school, like pre-VAR, like Cristiano Ronaldo buying a foul kind of move.
Would have sent him off for that back then because they wouldn't have been able to look at it.
And it seemed like literally everybody bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the commentators were going on and on about how he went over the ball and hit, and like,
it's like,
it's like
I don't even know if it's a foul.
When they showed the first, like, quick, because they showed it once really quickly, and I was like, I swear that wasn't a foul.
Yeah.
Like, he took the ball there.
Yeah.
How was that a foul? And he didn't, like...
And they kept showing different angles, like they were trying to find a foul, and it just looked more and more innocent from every
Yeah,
angle.
I was like, the last time when they finally played it slow motion and broke it down, I was like, it's like, oh my God, that was like wasn't even a foul. They flipped out over that.
Yeah, this is the only note I have right here. Nothing tackle that Tottenham freaked out about. That was my note about that incident.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was a crazy one, dude.
Speaking of the commentators, did you see when they had Teddy Sheringham up on the screen?
No,
The
what
old
happened?
photo, like an
I
old
missed
photo
it.
of Teddy Sheringham. And I don't know who the commentator with Lee was.
Did you roast
They
him?
were talking about him playing against Teddy Sheringham a lot. And the guy goes, oh, Teddy hasn't aged as well as you, Lee.
Damn.
I was like, damn,
Catching
dude.
strays?
He just took a shot at Teddy Sheringham out of nowhere for nothing. I was like, that is hilarious, dude.
That is great.
Oh, yeah, he roasted Teddy Sheringham. I was like, I love that.
Yeah, that's funny.
I'm sure Lee loved it, obviously.
Good job, whichever broadcaster that was.
I can't
That's
remember. Yeah, sorry, I don't know the name of the
funny move.
secondary broadcaster, but that was hilarious.
Should we move on to Liverpool 0, Forest 1?
Yeah, let's talk about that. What happened there?
It was a sunny day in Merseyside, Alex, but Forest brought a rainy Wednesday night at Stoke.
They brought those vibes to the
It
party.
was such that vibe, dude. It was such that vibe. A super, super physical game right outside the gate. I think in the first 10 minutes, McAllister was like on the pitch looking for a foul more often than he was playing.
Yeah.
Their captain Yates, I forget his first name, is really kind of emerged as a new possible goon in the league. Like, this guy that's just gonna push your buttons all match long.
I hate
Talk
those
about
guys.
little stoppages.
I hate
and,
those characters.
Yeah, he played it well. He rode that line of getting away with it. You know, Liverpool played like donkey poop. I don't want to get away from that. We played terribly. Forest brought a game that has been known to disrupt Liverpool in the past, and apparently can still disrupt Liverpool.
Yeah, that's a very classic Premier League formula.
Yeah, I mean they park five across the back. It's Nuno, dude. Nuno used to do this to us at Wolves too.
Yeah, it's true. They were so frustrated to play as Wolves.
A low block with 5 across the back, and you disrupt us, get us to stop the play as much as you can, get under our foreign players' skins.
Yep.
And
get them heated.
That's honestly how you beat Liverpool.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it still works, it looks like. I was hoping that our new look midfield could play through that.
Yeah.
Last week I think I was pitching them as possibly our new best midfield in the world. But no, dude, they got bullied.
Still the growing pains of a new manager.
Alex Mack and Soboslai just got bullied, dude.
Yeah.
Big time. Did not get to have a lot of fun in the midfield there.
Classic, too, to lose to like a wonder strike as well.
Yeah, Callum Hudson-Odoi, beautiful
banger.
curler. One of those ones that you're like, man, that's going to go wide, right? Nope, that just snuck
Where
in
the
at
keeper
far
doesn't
post.
even really, he kind of like half reacted because
Yeah.
they watched it go in because it was like, oh, whoa, shit, that was in. That was the bottom corner.
Yeah,
what a
dude.
hit.
It was tough. Michael Oliver was really calling the game as an authoritarian, dude. He was like blowing everything, which
Classic.
does play into their hands when they're going
Yeah,
physical.
because they wanted to stop. They want you not to get into a rhythm.
Yeah, but I can't really complain, honestly. Like he called it fair. He let a lot of physical play. Like he won a lot of fouls that they wanted to. He let them go as well.
Yeah.
So I wasn't necessarily mad about the refereeing
problem,
but the style of
tactics just pissed you off.
It wasn't doing us favors, dude.
Yeah, I mean those tactics are super frustrating.
Yeah.
To play against, but they work. I mean, this is why teams do it.
Yeah, and they were running their fucking asses off. I just got to give it to them. This is one of those games where, like, in the first half, I was like, okay, they're fucking shutting us down. We can't get shit off.
Like,
but
hopefully they start to tire.
Can they run this for 90 minutes?
There's those games where you like can see the 60 to 70th minute they start to fall apart.
Opening week Ipswich, I was like, okay, they're pressing us hard, but can they really keep this up? They fell away.
Yep.
Forest did not. They ran that shit to the 90 whatever minute it was the last.
Yeah, right.
To the very end, they played us hard as hell, dude. So they earned it. I feel like when the San Jose Sharks beat the Wings in '93, and I was a young militant Wings fan, I was like, damn, they just outworked us. Like, I'm honestly,
they wanted
like,
it more.
Weirdly, like, not even mad about it.
The classic, the classic thing is like, oh, they just wanted it more than us. You can't even be mad.
To a certain extent, can't even be mad. Sorry, Liverpool folks, but
Can't really be mad at him.
the honeymoon era of Slot is over. Honestly, I think we needed that wake up call. I was
Honestly,
seeing
you
these
need to
YouTube
see-
videos calling Liverpool Slot has made Liverpool unbeatable.
Yeah. Getting a little too ahead of the cart, ahead of the horse.
We needed a little wider perspective here.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Now this is the test. How's he bounce back?
Yes.
How's the next game look?
Yes, indeedy.
This is the true test. Also, shout out to Ipswich. I don't think we have them on the running order here, but I saw they drew with Brighton.
Right.
A good Brighton team. That's a big point for them.
That's true. There were a handful of draws that I just
Like
left off the
celebrating
running
a
order.
draw, but that's big points for them.
Huge.
Against a good team.
That's a great shout, Alex. That's good co-producer work right there. I missed that one. And I was
a good
like,
result for them.
all these middling games.
I
but
saw it and it was shocked me. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, good for them. They held Brighton.
You're absolutely right. Nice work, dude.
Big result.
Let's talk about Southampton 0, Manchester United 3.
Did Ramsdale start?
He did. I think this is Ramsdale's second 3-0 loss since he joined Southampton. Poor guy's getting peppered. We're getting fucking peppered out here.
Yeah, he's it's a new life for him for sure. Very
Yeah.
different world he just stepped into playing for Southampton.
Definitely. He definitely made a few good saves.
Yeah, he
You
can
need
do
to
that.
make more than a few to save Southampton.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
Southampton team played really, really well. We're well on top, and
Yeah.
I, in the first 15 minutes, was picking them. When United scored, they collapsed.
They collapsed and yeah.
It wasn't.
That's frustrating.
I've seen more dramatic collapses, but their self-belief definitely
Fell apart.
Took a hit, dude.
Yeah. That's a sign of a team. That's not a good sign for them.
Yeah.
if they're gonna fall apart that easy, because that's gonna be a grind.
Right.
Um,
From a Manchester United perspective, I want to give a special shout out to Marcus Rashford and Kobe Mainoo for rocking the long sleeve Adidas shirts. And what was obviously a hot summer day too, so it was clearly a style choice for both of them.
I like it.
Bright sunny
those
day.
Kids, those will be two of my favorite kids if they can make that come back.
Silver stripes all the way
Stripes
down the
all
sleeve.
the way down the arm.
Rashford's like, can I get that long sleeve kit guy?
I'm telling you, man. I wish Arsenal. I think I'm still haven't confirmed that whether they're still doing it, but like where they let the captain set the tone for whoever, like whether they're wearing short or long sleeves.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah,
Because like clearly Kai Havertz wants to wear long sleeves all the time as well.
Right.
But whoever
Who's
is
the
making
captain?
Odegaard's the captain.
Make the dork wear long sleeves. Dude.
But I feel like Odegaard does wear long sleeves, but I think he's the type that only wears them in the cold.
Okay.
I think he's like kind of long sleeve in the cold kind of
Yeah,
guy.
practical
Yeah,
Scandinavian nerd.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, he's Scandinavian, so the cold doesn't really bother him that much. It's got to get real cold before he
true.
actually cares about it. Oh, sorry. Well, that was a sidetrack from
No,
United talk.
I'm here to talk United kit. Honestly, I don't want to say a lot of good things about Manchester United.
It's true.
And they did really well. Their forwards are firing. Rashford, nice
Yeah.
goal.
If they could get Rashford firing again, that'd be huge for them.
Garnacho scored. Who's got their third? I can't recall. But they honestly look good. I think their defense obviously still needs to settle a little bit. Ugarte still didn't start this match. He came in with
There's
about
still
20
gonna be-
remaining
yeah.
when they were up 3-0.
That's still going to take like weeks for them to settle in.
Yeah, Delict still had some organizational issues,
Had some
but
weird
you
moments.
could see his athleticism and skill. He made a great clearance. I think that saved a goal.
Yeah.
And you can see them.
Putting something together there defensively.
To rewind a few episodes, I'm glad we had them early. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm not too happy that we have them like during the Christmas holiday period.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
not going to be fun. Positive signs in life for United after a hurting from Liverpool. Everyone was probably writing them off as being terrible again.
Yeah, they had two bad losses. Brighton beat them,
Brighton,
but that
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
like a beating.
Yeah,
but
but
yeah, they
still a
were
loss
coming
to
off.
Brighton's
They
tough
were
for
coming
them.
off their least favorite loss of all time, which is a whooping from Liverpool at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a great bounce back to go on the road and do this.
Right.
A Southampton note: 18-year-old Tyler Dibling was hyped pre-match and looked really
Dibling.
dangerous right
Yeah.
away. Some good dribbles, really, really good shot where he cut inside and put one across the keeper that would have been sick.
The Southampton winger.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
little up-and-coming English
Maybe
Southampton
it's time
winger.
for Arsenal to swoop again for another Southampton winger, man.
Yeah.
We love a bit of those.
He actually, on another sick dribble inside the box, won a penalty that they missed just before United scored their first goal.
Oh, yeah,
Southampton missed a penalty.
Oh, now
Maybe
I
they should have
finally
let the
saved
kid
one.
take it.
Right? It's confident. Kid's flying.
Oh, Delict scored a header. That was the third goal.
Oh, yes, that's right. I saw pictures of him celebrating.
Nice notes, Todd. Nice work.
We
Cool.
got
Last but not least, well, not on here. Let's talk about Aston Villa 3, Everton 2. Everton 2 pretty early goals, right?
Everton 18th and 27th minute.
Oh man, what a good
Off
day!
to a flyer.
Good day out for the Toffees.
Having a great time.
What happened?
There's no chance that they could do it 2 weeks in a row.
I don't know if this is the right sample. It could only happen to them.
Calamitous!
Look, Everton.
Everton! This could
things are not
probably
going very well
only
right now.
happen
No,
to
that's a
them.
nightmare. You're just
They're-
gonna loop that the rest of the
Just
podcast.
make sure that there's not constant audio playing. Nothing is going Everton's way.
No.
They want Dyche out. I don't know who
Energy
can come in and
vibe
save
is not
them.
good. Yeah, who's gonna save them though? Really? Big Sam still out there?
Honestly, when they faced a 15-point deduction last season and went on a run and saved their season, when they stayed up despite the points deduction,
Yeah.
I thought their relegation fears were over. I was
Yeah.
like, this team came together and like overcame.
There's an epic story for them to get out of that.
Yeah, but I don't know, man.
And then now,
Shit is starting to look rough.
yeah.
Back-
Dyche, the hero's already fallen.
Yeah.
Everyone wants him out.
Blowing 2-0 leads. It's unprecedented.
Pretty shocking stuff. In a
It's-
season where you're trying to fight to stay up.
It's brutal, dude. I don't even know what to say about them, to be honest. It comes back down to that squad. When you look at that squad sheet, you look for someone that can dig them out of this hole or
Yeah.
some kind of move they can make, and there's just nothing, dude. There's no
nothing.
options. Like they've pulled the Dyche emergency string already.
Yeah, so where do they go from here? I mean, they had moments I feel like they've had moments from, it's funny, I'm looking at their two scorers, and it's like Dwight McNeil, Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah.
Those two players have had moments like last season and things to save them and to carry them out of it.
Yeah.
But they're not consistent enough to do it.
Can't be relying on those teams.
No,
to
that's
get you
not
through it.
what's going to keep you up in this league right now.
Definitely not. I mean, good news for them. Southampton looked like a fucking mess too.
It's true.
Watching
get a
that
little
Southampton team collapse, knowing that they don't have a point on the board yet either,
Yeah.
that's one team that he can rely on maybe.
Yeah.
But I think Everton are going to need a few teams.
Poor
like,
Aaron
like
Ramsdale's
that to
been a
keep
part
them
of
up.
a few relegations in his time.
Oh, poor Ramsdale.
Relegated back-to-back before Arsenal signed him.
I don't know if I ever believed in Ramsdale.
Uh-oh. You leave Ramsdale alone. He's a good boy.
That's a funny thing, honestly, because I don't know if I ever believed
I don't
he
think
was
you ever
great.
did believe in him.
It's a little bit true, but also I'm being like face racist just because he kind
is
of
a
reminds
dingus.
me of Pickford. He has Pickford
Ooh.
energy.
He's got a bit of yeah.
And he has like
And he's got a bit of that like
little-
wacky character energy.
Yeah.
That like Pickford has.
Yeah, he's not the prick that Pickford is. I know he's not.
No.
But
not that
from
level.
a distance, it's kind of easy to confuse
I could see
the
that.
two.
I could
you
see
know,
that.
a wise man once said, "Not to argue with fools." People from a distance can't tell who is who. That's Jay-Z talking about Pickford and Ramsdale.
Yeah.
But
Direct quote.
no, I know he's good, and I know you like him, and he's probably an awesome dude. But
Yeah. He's a good dude.
seeing him
He's
at
a good
Southampton,
keeper.
I'm like, yeah, I was right all along.
He's gonna. He might have a nightmare of a season though.
We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see. How
I
are you
hope- I
feeling
hope
about
not.
David Raya in the meantime?
David Raya though playing out. I mean, he's basically making every Arsenal fan forget about Ramsdale's story.
It's true. He's really good.
He's
It's funny
so
how
good.
when you push out a fan favorite, someone you love like that,
Yeah.
and the new player is clearly the right choice.
You're
like,
okay,
yeah,
okay. Can't be mad. He cannot be mad about this.
yeah, dude.
He's showing why he was
Upgrade.
chosen to be the number one. He's fucking made some unreal saves already this season.
Right?
Saved us, I think, several times in matches where like in crucial turning points in games too that could have made the results very different. He's stepping up.
We rewound it to Arsenal, so we move forward to Brentford 1, Manchester City 2. You could tell how
Yeah.
bored I was with this result. The
Yeah.
only note I have is Holland scores 2.
I was gonna say Haaland banged a couple goals in. City won.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Holland has scored 9 goals in the opening 4 games. That's a record. Another record. Is he ever going to stop?
No, I don't think he's going to until he leaves the league.
It's upsetting stuff.
But just
Alex.
hope he just gets bored.
Can we hope Mbappe doesn't work out at Madrid so
Oh.
they go shopping for Holland this summer?
That'd be nice. That would be nice.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, it's not looking good with the old City train not slowing down at all right now.
No.
It looks like they're just gonna do the same thing they always do.
We'll see. Sometimes I feel like when teams come out strongest early, there's a falter.
That's true.
There's an overconfidence.
It's true. Also, I'll say we got screwed at that one game of ours too, so we should be right
That's
there.
true.
With
You should
them.
have more points
we
on the
should
board.
be with them at 4-0 right now.
Yeah, we are very validly 3 points behind.
Yeah, that's fine though. That's not a bad place to be.
I'll take it.
I mean, City. Yeah, you never know. I remember years before it was complete City dominance. I remember very distinctly a year where Chelsea flew out of the blocks in the first 10 games, and I was like, "Oh my god, they're just gonna stroll to the title this year."
I do remember this.
They look unstoppable, and then they had a huge moment of collapse in the middle of the season.
Right.
But yeah, it was. Those teams fall away. You
Was
never
that
know.
Andre
We can always hold
Villas-Boas
hope.
That ran
It-
at Chelsea.
It might have been, honestly, which is a funny random shout.
Right? Remember the Villas-Boas years?
That's a name I haven't even thought of in a very long time.
It's really cool. Hot young Portuguese manager, super
Yeah.
handsome. Hyped as the next Mourinho. Every
Yeah.
team wants him. He comes up and just can't cut it at the top.
Nope. Falls away.
He quits and becomes a Dakar rally race driver. Fucking baller move.
What a cool guy.
Baller move.
Yeah. He's like, fuck this. I'm just going to go race.
I'm going to go enter the Dakar rally.
Yeah.
And that's what he did.
I have something else I can do.
I respect that, dude. The guy's out to have
It's a
fun.
sick- yeah.
He's a good time kind of guy.
He is a good time kind of guy. Good for him. Getting out of Chelsea. That what an upgrade. Leaving Chelsea for the Dakar rally.
Yeah.
Good for him.
This top level management, this is stressful.
Yeah, right? This is gonna age me. I'm beautiful.
I'm going to go drive race cars instead.
This stress is gonna age me. I'm getting out of here.
I'm just going to go jump a monster truck over sand dunes for a few days. It's pretty cool, right?
Speaking of Chelsea, give them a little shout because Nkunku's goal was pretty good. It looks
Oh,
like
it
a
was?
pretty
I didn't see it.
scrappy win by Chelsea, but a good Nkunku goal.
Nice.
Just a nice bit of dribbling in close.
Cool.
A good finish.
I'll have to check that out. Did not watch that one.
I didn't watch it. I just saw that goal.
Cool.
It looks like way scrappier than even I thought.
Yeah.
Looks like Bournemouth had some chances.
Dang.
19 shots, 7 on target from Bournemouth.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah, they didn't dominate possession, but they
What's
were
the
having
XG,
chances.
bro.
Right?
XG. Anyway.
Yeah, I just wanted to give a shout out because I saw that Nkunku goal. It was nice. And I like Nkunku. I'm sad that he's at Chelsea.
I like him too. His first appearance at Chelsea, I was like, oh, is this guy going to be trouble? Oh, he played with Soboslai. That's what it was.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you saw a lot of him finishing
It was
Soboslai
when I was
balls.
scouting Soboslai.
Yeah,
it was
I remember
him
that.
and Nkunku constantly linking up.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, damn, this guy's trouble, dude.
Nkunku is good. I still
Yeah.
think he can be a good player for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Also, debut of Jadon Sancho was weird. I forget that move happened.
Yeah, that's
Jadon
right.
Sancho at Chelsea.
Bizarre.
Very bizarre.
That kid's been bouncing around, man.
That poor kid cannot find a home right now.
Well, he has a home at Dortmund. He does well every
It's
time
true.
he goes there.
He
And then
should
he wants
just stay
out.
in Dortmund.
What's he doing?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Well, Arsenal highlights kicking in.
Yeah, we got highlights going through. It's just
That
about time to wrap
it
this up. Yeah.
We got
What,
the Arsenal
what do you think
highlights
about
coming
this
back
here,
around.
Alex?
What do you got?
I made a little slogan. I decided this podcast.
Oh, yeah, I like it.
I didn't decide the podcast needs a slogan. I was actually running it, and it just popped into my head.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what do you think? Do you think so?
No, I do like it. I do like it.
Okay.
I do think it's a nice touch to the brand.
Yeah, I haven't decided where or how often I'm going to use it or what to put
Right.
it on, but
Yeah.
Anyway, let's wrap this baby
55
up.
episodes.
55 episodes.
it.
Larry Murphy.
Larry Murphy, Nick Cronwall.
Who else plays 55? Has a soccer player ever
Those
won?
two. Yeah, I was like, no one wears 55 in soccer, I don't think.
I don't think so.
Two random
Wait,
people wearing 55 for the Red Wings.
I think Kenny Powers was 55. Right?
Oh, Kenny Powers 55?
I think he
If
was.
not,
I think
that would be epic if
that's
that's
the guy.
case.
If you're gonna name an episode in anything,
55,
it's gonna
Kenny
be after
Powers,
Kenny
dude.
Powers.
Yeah, of course.
Getting Crownwalled is pretty cool, but Kenny Powers.
Kenny Powers
is the,
is
best,
the
dude.
ultimate.
I'm pretty sure it's 55. And with that, folks, we're gonna just go ahead and do this.
We're going
Okay,
to watch
I'm gonna
Gabrielle
turn this up.
celebrate.
And
we're gonna fade away.
And we're not gonna fade. We gotta hit the cropped version, so we're
We're
gonna
going
go
to crop away.
boom. Yeah, folks, have a good week.
Soccer
We
situation.
got Champions League this week. We didn't talk about that. Maybe we'll see y'all on the Patreon for some Champions League coverage.
Totally forgot about the Champions League coming back already.